North Korea fired what appeared to be multiple short-range ballistic missiles on Wednesday, October 22nd. South Korea's military said, a week ahead of a key Asia-Pacific leaders meeting in South Korea. It was the first launch of ballistic missiles since May by Pyongyang, which has defied an international ban backed by the US and South Korea on such weapons development. South Korean President Myung and US President Donald Trump are expected to meet in South Korea next week at a summit meeting of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum. Trump is also expected to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping. South Korea detected several projectiles believed to be short-range ballistic missiles fired from an area near North Korea's capital, Pyongyang, in a northeasterly direction early on Wednesday, its Joint Chiefs of Staff said in a statement. North Korea test-fired a Hwasong-17 ICBM on November 18, 2022. A surprising addition to the launch was the presence of Kim's daughter, whose existence had never been publicly confirmed before. North Korea announced on December 16, 2022, that it had tested what scientists called a high-thrust, solid-fuel motor that appeared aimed at perfecting a large engine for an ICBM. Experts said it would allow quicker and more mobile launch of ballistic missiles, as North Korea sought to develop a new strategic weapon and speed up its nuclear and missile programs. During a parade on February 8, 2023, North Korea showcased more ICBMs than ever before and hinted at having a new solid-fuel weapon. KRT footage showed as many as 11 Hwasong-17s, which are suspected to be able to strike nearly anywhere in the world with a nuclear warhead. Alongside them at the parade were what some analysts said could be a prototype or mock-up of a new solid-fuel ICBM in canister launchers. North Korea launched a long-range ballistic missile into the sea off Japan's west coast on February 18, 2023, after warning of a strong response to upcoming military drills by South Korea and the United States. A day later, North Korea confirmed it was an ICBM, tested in a surprising launch drill aimed at confirming the weapon's reliability, its state media reported. North Korea test-fired 2 strategic cruise missiles from a submarine on March 12, 2023, KCNA said, just as U.S.-South Korea military drills were due to begin. State media said the launch confirmed the reliability of the system and tested the underwater offensive operations of the submarine units that form part of North Korea's nuclear deterrent. North Korea fired its largest Hwasong-17 ICBM on March 16, 2023, during a drill to demonstrate a tough response posture to U.S.-South Korea military drills, state media reported. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un oversaw drills simulating a nuclear counterattack on March 20, 2023. The North's drills involved a short-range missile launch, but, unusually, from a buried silo, which analysts say would help improve speed and stability in future tests of ICBMs. North Korea tested a new nuclear-capable underwater attack drone, state media reported on March 24th. During the test, the new North Korean drone cruised underwater at a depth of 80 to 150 meters, 260 to 500 feet, for over 59 hours and detonated a non-nuclear payload in waters off its east coast, KCNA said. North Korea said it fired 4 cruise missiles on March 22, 2023, to practice carrying out tactical nuclear attacks. The cruise missiles were tipped with a test warhead simulating a nuclear warhead and flew 1,500 to 1,800 kilometers, 930 to 1,120 miles, according to KCNA. South Korean Defense Minister Lee Jong-sup said the North appeared to have made substantial progress in miniaturizing nuclear warheads to fit tactical guided weapon systems. Less than a week later, state media released pictures on March 28th saying the North Korean military had simulated a nuclear airburst with 2 tactical ballistic missiles equipped with mock warheads and conducted a second test on the Hyol-1, a nuclear-capable underwater attack drone. It said the Hyol-1 drone reached a target in waters off the northeast coast after cruising along a jagged and oval 600-kilometer, 373-mile course for more than 41 hours. In April, North Korea said it had tested a new solid-fuel intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, Hwasong-18, to radically promote the country's nuclear counterattack capability, warning enemies they would constantly strike extreme uneasiness and horror until they back down. On July 27, North Korea's latest Hwasong-17 and Hwasong-18 ICBMs were showcased in a large-scale military parade held in Pyongyang to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the end of the Korean War, which has been celebrated as Victory Day in North Korea. Both missiles are believed to have the range to strike anywhere in the United States. A new nuclear-capable underwater attack drone, thought to be the Hyol system, which the isolated nation tested in March, was also on display during the parade. On September 6th, North Korea launched its first operational tactical nuclear attack submarine and assigned it to the fleet that patrols the waters between the Korean Peninsula and Japan. Submarine number 841, named Hero Kim Kun-ok after a North Korean historical figure, will be one of the main underwater offensive means of the naval force of North Korea, Kim Jong-un said at the launch ceremony.